Tommy Watt for TC Boxing. I'm joined by the face of Australian boxing, Mr. Ben Damon. How you doing, mate?
I'm very well, Tommy. How are you, mate?
I'm very well, mate. Very well. Press conference here for Joseph against Joshua against Parker. How did you feel it went down?
Yeah, it was ridiculous, really. The size of it, the magnitude of what happened, the entrances, like having Michael Buffer intro your fighters into a venue like this. And it's such an impressive venue at the Sky Sports headquarters here. So, yeah, an incredible press conference. In terms of what happened, I think, once again, I was so impressed with Joseph Parker and how relaxed he is and how he's taking this in his stride. Who knows if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but certainly you get the impression that he's not going to be overwhelmed by the occasion. Obviously, he's got to walk out in front of 78,000 people cheering for the other bloke, but you know, the build-up shows that his head is screwed on, he's enjoying it, and may that continue, hopefully.
Yeah, so you obviously followed Joshua throughout his career, and I think the intensity of fight week seems to get to a lot of fighters, and by the time you see the press conference and the face-offs, you can often see people starting to wane under the pressure a little bit, but Joe just taking it all in his stride.
Yeah, he really is. I think probably there's the school of thought that either he gets out there and it's just too much for him and that's how he's beaten, or the Poms obviously believe that he's just beaten anyway, but if you're one of those who gives Joe a chance in terms of his range of skills and that big overhand right in particular, then I'd have to say that after seeing the way he's behaved and the way he's carried himself over the last week, there's no reason for you to switch camps and think that he isn't a chance any longer.
Yeah, and I think his calm and collected demeanour reminds me of Jeff Horn fight week, and you're expecting him to be nervous, but he was exactly the same.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was quite phenomenal. How calm and relaxed Horn was. Obviously, he had the added battle of having to cut weight. Joe, being a heavyweight, doesn't have to worry about those sorts of things. But outside of that, yeah, Jeff just took it all completely in his stride, and he obviously completely shocked the world. So Joe is well placed to hopefully for our bit of the world to do that again.
Yeah, so we witnessed it before, and hopefully more history coming. Yeah. And so we managed to squeeze in 2 face-offs into the press conference. Yeah. Who do you think got the best of those?
How do you? I don't know if you can score face-offs. Yeah. I was talking to Dave Higgins moments ago, who told me that Parker dominated. I don't know which one, maybe both.
He is the #1 promoter in the world.
He is, yes, he claimed that. That was probably the highlight of the press conference, that back and forth between him and Eddie Hearn. But Joe himself, I asked him what he thought. He said at least that he thought that he saw in AJ when they were facing off anger rising. That he's sick of maybe what Dave Higgins has been doing. So maybe they have got under his skin to some extent. That's the thinking from the Parker camp. So I guess in that sense, maybe you do give a points victory in the face-off to Parker, but they're not counted on your box rec results tally, nor do you get a belt for them. So yeah, he did well though.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun there. But yeah, as I say, a crazy turnout, and obviously disappointing last weekend.
Terrible last weekend, yeah, shocking. But the good news is that Lucas is now home in Perth. Just such an incredibly tough guy, what he did in that fight. But then to get to the hospital, get checked out, get stitched up, get on a plane the next morning at 9:30 a.m. local time. He had to be picked up at 6:30, fly to Sydney, go and get some stuff that he needed from his brother's house for whatever reason, because he couldn't get that sent over. I don't get that. And then get on another plane over to Perth, and now he's back with his kids and his missus and everything. So he'll heal up well. He said, chatting with him yesterday, he was saying, I heal up so fast. You'll see from the photos that he sent out of how he looked in the hospital to a week away. He reckons he'll look 100% better. So he's not giving any talk to retirement or walking away or anything like that. He just wants to be busy, and really you'd have to say that what happened in that fight is he was a fighter who had 3 fights in 3 years, and the other guy had been busy. That's what did it, and it's not the preparation that you can take into a fight like this and have a chance of victory, as we now know. But beforehand we thought, he's such a big puncher, maybe he has a chance.
So I know one fight that has been sort of muted, and Lucas wasn't too interested in it before, but now he might be, was the Leopai fight.
Yeah.
Is that something you think might be an interesting one?
Yeah, I wouldn't be at all surprised if that happens. I hope it's a little way off. I don't want to see Lucas near a gym, let alone a boxing ring, for 6 months at least, if he is to continue. And I don't think he necessarily should, but it's entirely his call, and he's obviously had no amateur fights. He's only had 25 professional fights, or 26 or whatever it is. And look, do as he pleases for now if he wants to fight. But yeah, Leopold's a really interesting fight out of all the heavyweights in Australia and in the region. I wouldn't be at all surprised if we do see that in the next year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I understand that obviously Joshua Parker will be available on Main Event channel
521. Channel 521. Mainevent.com.au is the place to book it. We'll be sending back all the vision from today and the rest of Fight Week. I did a detailed chat with Joseph Parker, which will be going out, and that's available to all Australian TV networks and media. And so you'll see our pictures everywhere. And then we'll be off to Cardiff and enjoying a magnificent event, and can't wait. It was obviously a great event last Saturday night locally with White against Brown, but nowhere near the result that we wanted. Hopefully Joseph Parker acquits himself really well and does everyone proud, because we've claimed him. I told him that he's the new Farlap. He is Joseph Parker, and we're willing to claim anyone who's a Kiwi who goes pretty well, so we'll have him, Joseph Parker, and hopefully he does well. But obviously AJ's a phenomenal athlete, and full respect to him as well.
Yeah, going to be very, very exciting to see. As always, thanks a lot for your time, Ben, and enjoy the rest of your week.
You too, mate.
Cheers, mate.